Hey guys, this is the third part of my Python Basics series, and in this video, I'll be going over strings and integers, and let's get into it. So, a string is like a bunch of characters, or like a word or a sentence, and usually you'll ask for input for them. Like, if you wanted to get a string from the user, you would ask them for some kind of input. So if I wanted some input, I would type fluff or like whatever you want to name your variable input, and then what's your favorite color? That's gonna be my question. And after that, we'll get to put in an input. So if it asks what my favorite color is, I'll say red, and then it'll just be over. So this input that you put in is a string. So integers are like numbers. So if I want to do like lucky num equals input, then input what's your lucky number, then I'll put in a number. So you could put in either like a string like 6, or you could put in like a number, which most people will do since it's just faster, and that's where you'll get your integer. So you can convert strings to integers and integers to strings. So if you wanted to print fluff, which is a string, or if you want to print a sentence like your lucky number is, and then your lucky number. So if I turn this into an integer, or actually no, if I put like your lucky number is, and then I do lucky num, it should print it out. But if I wanted to keep this as an integer, but actually no. So there's two ways to convert a string to an integer and an integer to a string. So right now, if you just get the input from this, it'll be a string by default. So if you want to turn it into an integer, if you want to add two variables together, then you would turn this into an int by doing int and then putting whatever you want to turn into an integer inside parentheses. And you do the same thing for strings, except it's str instead of int. So if I do red and 6, you'll get an error saying that you can only concatenate str, not int, to str. So that means you can't put an integer inside a sentence. So if you want to put the integer into a sentence, you would have to convert it to a string, and then it would print it. So if I do this, 6, your lucky number is 6, because I converted into a string. But if you wanted to, wait, hold on. I'm gonna delete this stuff really quick. And if you wanted to do like the sum, so sum, let's say the sum's name is car. Car equals lucky num plus 17. Let's say that's it. Then it prints car and red 6. It says you can only concatenate str, not int to str again. So that's the reason you have to turn this into a string, str, and you do what's your favorite color, 6, and it still says you can only concatenate str to str, not int to str. So that's, you can't add a string like words or characters to a number. So I'm going to have to turn this into an integer. Oops, lucky. Okay. And actually, if you're printing an integer by itself, you don't actually have to turn it into a string. But if you're printing it with the sentence next to it, then you'll have to. So if you do what's your favorite color and then what's your lucky number, it says name print. Oh, wait, that was my mistake. But if you do what's your favorite color, then 6, your lucky number is 6, and then it prints this plus 17. But if I remove this, if I remove the thing that converts it to an integer, it will stop doing that. So it'll give me another error. So you'll have to convert it into an integer before you add it to another integer. So yeah, I guess that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.